I hit it! Why is it still going? There we go. Yeah. Hello and welcome to this 1v1 game played on Airport Duel. Today we've got woeismetv. He is a former or current rank 1 player. He's up there somewhere, it's just they constantly switch around at the top, so we'll see at the end what rank he currently is. But he certainly has been rank 1 recently. And he's playing 5 easy, which is absolutely cracked at the moment. And he's up against Suojeluskunta, who's this stands for like Rugenner grind set in Russian, basically. And he's playing Rugenner, which is just an absolutely trash div. I don't understand why he does this to himself. He plays this awful div, he gets smacked around constantly, and then he complains about it. It's like, why? Stop! Today we're on Airport Duel, which is a map that really does help 5 easy. There's no standard AMX 30B2, he's open Brennus, but basically the standard B2 has had its price drop to 130, so you can afford 2 in a minute, so you just pour it on them, you never run out, it's crazy. And they're, now they've got reservists with AT as well, so they can always spam out loads of reservists. They basically got everything you'd need. Really good air, really good inf, really good recon, like look at this thing, man. Crazy. It's got the Dazzler trait. It's just basically 10% ECM on a land vehicle. Against missiles, but not against guns. So, looking at the deployments, we've got the Dragon Paras. They're going to here. Because he's also got airborne forward deployment. So does KSK, but yeah, you will get there first. You'll get there first. This is also the good side. This is the good side because basically blue gets these buildings, and then you just put them a land 2 there, and then you kill everybody coming down this road, which is a normal zone into Elena. And also, like, Anna is basically impossible to attack, whereas Paul is actually reasonably reasonable to attack, because if you get to here, you're basically already there. Whereas if you get to here, there's just a massive open field here. Also, blue can send stuff around here and come in on Boris and Fedor and stuff. It's generally, like, Elena is supposed to be blue zone and Fedor's supposed to be red zone, but blue can put an ATGM here and just cut all reinforcements to red zone. And, well, I mean, obviously they can come around here, but you can also put one here, so you just cut both the roads. It's very, very difficult. I think Emma's more easily defensible than... Well, actually, I don't know, they're about the same. Maybe Emma's actually slightly easier to attack than Boris. I mean, it's all the way over there. But certainly, this is the better side. So, looking at the deployments, we got the Dragon Paras, we spoke about that. Then we got 3 race cars, and they're just going... So, basically, if you go there, you shoot people coming down this road at the start. So, you basically get this zone for free, so I'm not sure what Red's going to do about that. And if you come here, you stop the enemy from getting in your zone, because you just shoot them at the start. And if you come here... that's a weird one, actually. I guess he wants to shoot people coming down here into Elena. Yeah, I guess so. But, you know, if you go a bit forwards, you could probably... Who knows? But yeah, it's the same kind of principle. So, then he's got a Recon Helo. It's just going all the way over there. Interesting. And then he's got a Minstrel in a VAB T20 coming here. They also get the best manpads in the game. Then he's got a Prevote military police going here. 2 reservist LRAC, which will have their reservist trait removed by the Prevote. So this will now become a proper recon squad. You'll note that they've got 2 machine guns, and they cost... What? This is such a cracked squad. It's like KDA, but better. 2 machine guns, and an AT. Like a fairly decent AT as well. I mean, I think it can one-shot... No, I think you need 14 to one-shot 2 armor vehicles. And the accuracy is decent. It's got 6-second reload time, so... Milan 2 going to here, of course, and then the Minstrel going to there, and then 2 Brenni going to here. So yeah, basically, I mean, why am I even watching this game? So KSK there, KSK here. I don't think they're going to make it. I think the race car's going to get them. KSK here. See what the Dragon Paras do about that. And KSK here. Okay, backed up by... MIA MTB Recon, so this is actually a pretty decent unit, because it's Recon, so it's got the very good optics, and it's got the Maryukas, which aren't perfect, right, but they've got good range, and it's also got 128 rockets, which is very useful. On the right, he's just got another one coming over here, and then a CV going for Boris. He's not borrowing with Fedor at all. The main axis of his push appears to be this, and he's just going to defend mostly. A couple are going to a laner, but mainly defending. So he's got 3 homosexuals here, 3 conkers. Wow, he's really expecting a lot of enemy armor. A reservist Führer. Where is that going? Oh, it's going to here. Okay. And then 2 Motshots and SVD, which they're decent because the SVDs, and they're going to here and here. So yeah, mainly defensive. Weird. We'll see what happens. Right, so they're off, and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joinering the channel. They get the names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. Great way to support the channel. They'll also get early access to my hit game, Hearst Hero, in 2025. And yeah, so it's a great way to support the channel. If you don't want to do that, please just like the video and just comment GG, unless it's BG, in which case comment VGG. It helps YouTube recommend the videos. Same with subscribing, same with hitting the bell icon thing. Apparently only 0.2% of viewers hit the bell thing, which is very low, I guess, because I don't ask them to do it. So now I'm going to bother you about that as well. And yeah, so so those Sublindes, I mean, usually 5e would open plane, because of course the Sublindes get stopped by helicopters, so you have to open plane. And yeah, slowing him down with this allowed that KSK to get there. You see, they don't really do a whole lot. Like, this only has like 3 side armor. Look at that, it just did nothing. This is now dead unless it lands immediately. Or if it gets really, really lucky with that Maryuka. It did, but it was so slow that it died anyway. And okay, so these are 80-point rocket things. I honestly think they're garbage, so I'm not so sure why he's bringing them. And this is now going to explode because the Mirage is going to get it, right? I mean, it's right here. And yeah, Red just playing really, really defensively. Okay. Faster 4? What the heck? Anyway, there goes the CV right on time. And yeah, like, Blue can just buy more stuff and just get back in here. You see the tank blob is just going to hose down these things. Oh, there's a lot of ATGMs here. And these guys don't actually have that much armor, so the ATGMs can't get them. Got some France moments there, but I think once he gets on him with the guns... Okay, the last missile got him anyway. And this is kind of decent flanking fire. Like, this is... I'm really not sure why he came down here. He should have been coming down here and taking this zone and clearing this out. But instead he just kind of ran into all, like... Why here? It's very strange. So these 3 units need to be healed up now. They're going to be useless for, like, the next minute or so. And I'm honestly not sure what just happened. I really don't understand why he likes these. These are terrible, man. I mean, they're cheap, but they're so bad. I guess they got good motion accuracy. And that one died, even though it exceeded the range. They keep going in a straight line, so once you exceed the range, you need to jink. Otherwise, it'll keep going in a straight line and it's going to hit you. So that's something to keep in mind. So he's now buying a lot of AA, and somehow, woe is me, just kind of like threw all his guys into the defense and died. So now there's just nobody here. Because if he just like stayed here and stayed here, and you know, obviously he got this right, he could have saved it. What's the deal with these? They're really not very good. Why is he using them? Like, look at that. They fired all their rockets. It didn't do anything. Yeah, throw unit, whatever. I guess they're fast. I mean, they've only got 6 HP, so we're rolling 3 one-shots them. But we don't see any rolling 3s. Over here now, the KSK by themselves will probably lose, but if he brings up these, they will win. Because, yeah, this is like 34 versus 7. Doesn't matter if you're special forces, man. These guys have the military police buff. They're gonna get you. They've got 4 MGs between them. But yeah, he's bringing out the planes to help the fight. Okay, I guess that's gonna swing it. And yeah, now he's bringing up the SPWs. KSK is dying very slowly. But you see these guys aren't taking... Like, even though this is like special forces shooting them, they're not really losing suppression. They've got high cohesion, which is still yellow for some reason. I do wish they'd fix that. It's very odd. It was just better before. I don't know. Anyway, these limb things, I guess. Oh, I see. They have a 64-second supply cost. Because it's separated across 2 units, it's not 128, it's just 64. If it was one thing with 32, it would be 128. So I guess because you can bring them out every minute, but honestly, if there was one rolling 3 here, they'd all be dead by now, so... Bit of a weird one. Anyway, woe is me now trying to get back in here. But there's now so much ATGM. There are now so many ATGMs. And now red is pushing this. What a weird game! I mean, if Blue had just played a little bit more safe, right? Like, he got this, and then he's like charging his tanks down here and all this, and so if he just held this, he would have been fine. But he wanted more, and he just sort of ran into the whole army. So it's interesting from Suojeluskunta's perspective, because he had to anticipate that would happen. So maybe these guys play against each other a lot. I don't know. And yeah, these are like now 5 per card or something, but they're really not that great. You know, if there was just one, even like you see how this does 6 damage, that would one-shot that. He's just not. He needs to keep a plane here basically and just circle it. Because yeah, okay, so he should now get this. I don't think he's noticed yet. It's the first time I've ever seen anybody competent use these. Oh, wow, he hit that. But that, on its way out, low cohesion. 1 shot, 1 hit. But yeah, these are 6 HE as well. This is very dead now. There's just too much there. Well, the fact that it managed to tag the fighter and... Nice, there's no way it survives. It depends on the missiles, I guess. That missed. Jaguar HE gets a supply truck, and yeah, that did go down, I think. No, it didn't. It survived. Okay. Air combat in the 21st century. So this is now looking really, really bad for Blue. That was like a really good play from Suojeluskunta. I just don't understand how he managed that. Like, how did he know that he would just sort of push into him and die? Because like, there were 3 tanks here, Brenai, right? And one was a CV, and so that was like 1/3 of the deployment here. And if he just put it in here, there was nothing here, right? So there was just 1 Conquerors here, so he could have rushed that down and killed it, but otherwise not so much. And now I don't see how Blue gets back into this game. Like, he's finally bought the Rolands, but he's literally got nothing else. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. He has 9 units on the field. His opponent has more than 9. Each row is 9. 9, 18, 27, 9, 31, 2, 3. 33 units, right? So more than 3 times the number of units. You notice, this is really interesting. He's turned the gun off on this, but he's left the Streller on. So basically it won't just reveal its position by shooting at the first infantry unit. It is the CV, so it makes sense to do this. Can they not see that? Okay, but yeah, like I think Blue's lost. I really do. I just don't see how he solves this. What does he do? Like, he's lost this, which is now very bad. That's going to be a +5 once these rock up. And all Red has to do now is sit here, stop pushing, just sit there. I'm just surprised he was able to get away with these so much. Just poor fighter control from his opponent, basically. No Roland. Like, he went for the Bredus blob, but was there a Roland at the start and it died? Maybe I didn't see it. But yeah, 1 Roland 3, and these never would have gotten away with anything. So homosexual targeted here gets might get taken out. All depends on the RNG of these rounds. You see, they land right next to him. They don't really do anything. You got to hit them right on. You see that? It's literally right next to him. So it's kind of weird. I'd prefer it if they lowered the HE value and just drastically increased the splash, so that it's just more less unpredictable. So we see now a period of build-up for Blue, because he's got to build up before he does anything. But I mean, His opponent's building up as well, and he's got 2 cards of ATGMs. He's now bought these, which have 3,000 meters range, but they've only got 35% accuracy. They've only got 1 missile as well, so you should always buy them with a supply. There should be a supply under them, because they fire. You fire 1 missile from out of. Actually, this has 3,000 meters range. Interesting. So yeah, you fire 1 missile and then you take off. Another thing you can do is land it here and then use it as an ATGM platform, but this thing will ruin your day if you do that. So yeah, going for the airport control tower, very intelligent. There should be a guy there. And now the urns are coming around the side for the AA. They've not got any rockets, but they've still got their autocannons. Sorry, for the RT, not for the AA. And you see, it just comes down to the RNG, like one down. There you go, there it was. Nothing, nothing, nothing dead. Oh, here we go, coffin launcher. Very funny unit, very funny unit. Shame the range is so low. But it is a very funny unit. And, yeah, it's kind of hard to use properly. Generally, you got to, like, smoke and then run into the smoke and then shoot it. But, yeah, something like here, you can't shoot across there. And the wires don't get tangled up on buildings or anything. Can't remember if Rugenner gets grads. Who knows? And yeah, these are gonna be in for a rough time, really. So yeah, he's clearly looking for. Oh, he's gonna go here and lower altitude because then he's on the. I think he must have been spotted. He must have been spotted. Depends how much attention woeismetv is paying. So, oh, well, I think 5 beats 2. And wow, I mean, they took 4 with them, probably because they were all so close to each other. They were all so close to each other, you know. This Jaguar HE hasn't dropped its bombs yet. It's going for those. Oh, these actually did get wounded. And you see that they can actually do it on the ground. That didn't drop its bombs. And then he surrendered after he realized there was like 6 AA there. So, really interesting game. Player here has 0 games. And they've just fixed that bug recently, by the way. So that will be propagating soon. And this is woeismetv, who used to be rank 1. But now he's not. So, wow, he's lost a lot of rank. He's also got 2 accounts, so this might be his alt. He's got an alt account as well. So yeah, wild game. Credit to Suojeluskunta. I mean, that was he really had no business winning that. And I'll see you in the next one. GG.